Okay, here we go again. Take two. We just did one. Here we're gonna. Christmas is a couple of days from here.
Right,
So
Thursday.
so we're not gonna do a lot of teaching about the Bible per se. It's some things I talk about. Sometimes you gotta understand. There's sometimes I am so engrossed in knowing about Jesus' life that I ask Jesus questions. I do. Okay. And I remember Jesus saying that he's been through everything we've been through. Now, I'm not sure how he been through it, what he went through, how he went through it, how he handled it. Don't know that. All I know, he said he was born, Jesus had to eat. Now, think about it. Think about it now. People, you don't never hear this from nobody. Because it's not something you say about Jesus. It's not something that's decent. It's just not. But it's true. Is it true? It's true. I say, well, wait a minute. You was a baby. Right, Jesus? You got to understand. I talk to God in the morning at 2 or 3 in the morning. I just wake up, I just do it. It's a habit I got. And we pray often, but we study too. Study the Word of God. Here's the thing. You're the baby. That means the mother had to feed you. She had to.
You're right.
That means at some point, you had to do it. You did. And I'm seeing this mother going, ooh, boy, booty stone, dude, stink. I'm like, Jesus grew up, and I'm thinking, doing his ministry, because people don't think that did Jesus ever have to use the bathroom? You know, I said, Lord, I ain't trying to be funny, but
I'm sure he did.
well, you know what? People don't say that because they're afraid of saying things like that about Jesus. So, if Peter and Paul and John had to use the bathroom, I know they did. I know they did. I know they had to use the bathroom. How are you not going to use the bathroom? You that divine? All right. Now, Jesus ate fish. Jesus ate like his disciples ate. Jesus was hungry too.
Oh, I'm sure.
So if you're hungry and you ate, food just don't disappear.
While he was on earth, he had to eat.
And just disappear. Jesus had the same heart, liver, he had it all. He did. I mean, he did. He was sinless, but he still had the same organs as a human. That means you got to use the bathroom at some point.
Right.
He's going to hold it forever. So I'm thinking, Jesus in the woods by himself, minding his own business, and he used the toilet. Now, you got to understand, back then, toilets was not readily available. So you had to use the bathroom. They had ways of using it. But when the disciples and Jesus had to use the bathroom, they had to use it. So
right. I'm sure he had to take a dump.
I'm thinking, no one brought that up for me. The movie Friday. When Ezel, not Ezel, but when I forgot his name, he was using the bathroom. Ezel came by there. What you doing back there? So I'm using the bathroom, man. Don't come back here. Don't come back here. I'm thinking, did Jesus go to that? When Jesus was in the woods doing number 2, using the bathroom, did Peter go like, hey, Jesus? Jesus go, what you want, man? What you want? Hey, what you doing over there? Don't worry about it. Just think I'll be with you a little bit. So, look, you have to understand. When you think about the Lord on earth and what he went through, you have to go through all the facets of his whole life. What did he do? What did he eat? Where did he use the bathroom at? His disciples was no better. Believe me, disciples had to go do it too. I'm just saying.
Of course.
They didn't do that in the open. They had to go in the woods somewhere. Oh yeah. They had to. So we don't think about that right there though. And when you do that, you kind of like, You kind of like don't let Jesus be Jesus, because you say to yourself, Jesus is better than that. He didn't use the bathroom. When you read the Bible, it said Jesus went through as a human. When Mary had Jesus, Jesus came out with everything we got. Privates, butt, name it,
Oh,
eyes.
sure.
So if Jesus went through that, Jesus experienced eating, and he experienced from baby on up. He had, you had to redeem yourself. All right, so it's what it is. I mean, I do a lot of that, and now here's what I did. I like I said before, I went to a place where I needed rehab for my drinking problem back in the future. Okay, it's over now, but I went
Right,
there.
in 2009, Bakersfield, California.
We had a guy come in that was teaching about DUIs, drunk, and he took us through other nations. And they taught us that in America, if you drink and drive, I didn't know this, if you drink and drive in America, you get arrested, you go to court, and the first time, second time, third, and fourth, they slap you on the hand. Why? Because I know, been there. And they put you through a program, and you go through the program. And I went through a program. I went through a program when I was drinking in Akron. I couldn't wait to get out that room to get a drink. I couldn't wait. But when the courts make you go to a program, that's not you willing to go. So when the courts make you go to rehab centers, that's called force. You can either go to the rehab center or go to jail.
Right.
So
right.
they sent me to the rehab center because I had to stay in there for, I think, 2 weeks, if I'm correct. And I went through the process of learning how to be sober, blah, 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 all that. And I couldn't wait to get out and get a drink. So, and they put an ankle bracelet on me. So when I drink, it would tell the system that I drunk. So I found out how to get around that. And I ain't gonna tell you how. But I did. Somebody told me, this is how you can drink with an ankle bracelet on. Because when you go in to get for them to test your ankle bracelet,
Right.
the ankle bracelet let the people know that you drink at some time.
Oh, they can tell.
But I had a thing, somebody told me how to do it where they won't catch it. So I wanted to drink so bad, and I was still going to the center. I got it, and man, I got tore from the floor all the time.
Bet you did.
And I always cleared it. I went to the meeting, cleared. Look, when the judge sends you to go 2 weeks to a rehab, to go, anytime a judge sends you to go anywhere, you don't want to go. You don't want to go. But the alternative is either you go to jail or you go there. So
Right,
common sense
right.
is, well, go there. And I was in Oriental House. Okay, that's because I worked, so I was able to get out and work. But then I had to find out how can I drink. So what I used to do, I would buy the liquor and put it in my sock
What?
when I go into rehab. What Dale was at, and I didn't know the guy was going to check me. I didn't know it, but it was in my sock. And it was deep in my sock. So when I went, the guy said, well, I'm going to check you this time. Because they usually didn't check me. But that time they did. And the guy went like this in my pants. He went down. But when he got to my bottom part, he flared out. He went, so he didn't get the bottom.
Oh.
Woo! I was sweating bullets, man.
I bet you were.
And so I'm just saying, see, when you stop on your own, when you say this, I'm going to stop drinking. But I'm going to need God to help me. So you go on that mission. You go on that battlefield. And God made a way for me to go away in Bakersfield, California.
Right.
To go to a program.
2009.
I had to go inside and stay for 6 months. And that did help me. I ain't going to lie, it helped me. But God the one that got me sober.
Oh, yes, he did.
Okay. So I was like, okay. So the guy came down and said this. Do you know there's some countries in the world that don't tolerate, see what time it is. Okay, we're good. That don't tolerate, don't tolerate drinking and driving. Listen, at all. I mean at all. I didn't know that. They taught us about drinking and driving. The end results. It's called, one is the cauliflower face. Is when you drink so much that your cheeks get puffed up and your eyes go in and you get puffed up sides. And if you drink long enough, it's permanent. It's just permanent. It don't go away. You know that. It don't go away. If you stop in time, you can come back to yourself as best as you can. Now, you may have liver problems.
Well,
You might have the other problems you have in your stomach. It's just what it is. So you reap what you sow. It's just the way it is. If you drink for a long time and you don't stop in time, then now your body going down. It just is. 'Cause, woo! So they taught me this. There's countries that if you get caught one time DUI, just one, you're executed. They kill you.
wow.
Some countries give you 5 years. First offense, 5 years. Some country, first offense, death. Understand this. If you go to China,
My goodness.
if you go to China or certain countries that don't allow Bibles in their countries, there are countries that do not allow Bibles in their countries. Why? Because they are God. They are the overseers. They are the ones that call the shots. And Satan said this. Go to China. Go to certain Russia. Go to certain countries. There's certain countries that do not encourage Jesus is God or Bibles. They don't encourage it. Some countries there's sneak Bibles in the black market to get it. And if you get caught with that Bible, you could do some time in prison or die. There are some countries that do not tolerate Bibles in their countries. We got full range. We still don't read it.
Sure don't. A lot of people don't.
Now, watch this. Satan sends angels. Satan sends his angels, his demons, his angels, wherever it's needed. If it's needed in Japan, Takawaka, Korea, China, wherever, he sends demons. Please understand this. Satan is not stupid. You know where to send the demons that's needed in strategic areas. In certain countries, Bibles are banned. It just are. So if Bible's banned, and they got Suda, what's that guy name? Buddha, and other false gods. But if you go to these countries, baby, ain't no crime. And if it is minimal. And if you get caught doing a crime, punishment, Amy, is harsh. I mean harsh. There's certain parts of Africa that don't care for the Bibles. Watch this. If you get caught doing a crime in certain parts of Africa, and they lock you up in this huge pen, I mean, it's humongous. And there's guys wall to wall there. They gotta be there. And in America, if you do a crime, if you steal something, next day you go where? Or it'll be the same day, depending on time. Next day you go arraignment. You know that.
Right.
And then you get a lawyer, right? Then the week after or 2 weeks, whatever, they make you a deal and you're done. In certain parts of Africa and the world, you gotta wait between 1 and 5 years to go to trial for something you may or may not did. Yeah, I studied that. What? And Ain't about no giving you clothes. Did you know that your family got to bring you clothes? Yep. Ain't no state clothing. Certain parts of Africa, you get locked up, your family got to send you clothing because they don't pay for clothing. And the food you get is freaking horrible. And there's some prisons in Africa where they actually give parties.
What?
If they act right, they have the wives and stuff come into, girlfriends come in, have one huge big party. They always have this one guy that's an inmate controlling everything, make sure everything goes right. It's crazy. It just is. But see, Satan sends demons where they need to go. So if you go to certain countries,
My God.
you notice there's no crime. If it is, it's very little. I mean, Amy, very little. Killing, forget it. Very little. Now, Satan said, I got them. They don't believe in Christ, God. None of that. They believe in Satan and his idols. So when you go to certain countries that don't allow Bibles, Satan don't have time to mess with you because you ain't doing nothing wrong that's going to impede him. He got it made over there. Everybody over there is going to have the mark of the beast because they don't know no better. They don't know no better. So you got countries going to hell. I mean countries, okay? Because they're not allowing Jesus in there, period. So you believe that in India, if you are driving, India's traffic is crazy in India because the people are, it's a lot of people over there. And when they're driving, they're moving. Now, and they don't stop. And they move quick. If you get caught in the line of traffic, it's run over you. They don't stop. You haven't been away. They hit you, you die. You don't die, you die, whatever. They take you and throw you to the side, out the way. Why?
No conscience.
Why? Because everybody got to go. Hey, man, get on the street, man. Say, guy, get out. Throw you away. Go. Now, you're going to love this. If a cow crosses the street where the traffic is at, everybody stops. Everybody stops. Whole traffic stops. And they don't drive until that cow decides to go the rest of the way across the street.
Why is that?
Because the cow is a God holder. In other words, when you die in India, they think that, I'm just saying, their religion is your spirit goes into that cow. Okay? And it's crazy. And the cow holds a lot of spirits. And then evidently you are born as something else.
That's a cult.
No kidding. So that's what they believe in. Just did. They believe in Buddha, Suda. They believe. There's a lot of things they believe in. But one thing they don't believe in, they don't allow you to kill their bulls and cows because they are sanctified. Amy, it's just what it is. So you see people from India cross over to America and coming to Christ. That's a whole new thing for them. Now, if you're in India and if you decide in India to become a Christian in India, they would chase you. They would chase you, try to beat you, because you are doing wrong, because you're not allowing your spirit when you die to go into that cow. Now, in certain parts of Africa, if you're a Christian, they'll cut your limbs off. Okay, to make you out of a Muslim. If you're a Christian in certain parts of Africa, they got a gang that goes around and they'll come to your camp. And if you got Christ going on over there, then what they do, they'll kill you. Okay, they'll kill you. Two things, they'll either kill you if you don't submit to Allah. I'm just gonna let you know. If you don't submit to Muslim religion, they'll cut your leg, cut one of your legs off, one of your arms off that you got to use. That's the way it is. They decapitate you, your limbs. And it's a sign that y'all should stop Christianity and come over to the Muslim world. And you got to understand, in the Muslim world, women are not allowed to get education. They're not. They're not allowed to read. All right, they're not, because they want to keep them under them. Now all these folks running around talking about free Pakistan, free Pakistan, free Pakistan. Pakistan. If these women was in Pakistan, they would die the next day.
Sure
if not
would.
the same day. Because Pakistan don't play that. Don't play that. Don't breast showing, leg showing, sensuality, all that. They don't play that in Pakistan.
I do not
They
blame
don't
them.
play that. They go like, we want to be like America. We don't want our American women. We don't want our Pakistan women to be like. That's why they cover it up. They cover up. They cover up. See, so other men won't lust after their wives or girlfriends.
Right.
And you're not allowed to leave the house unless you got who? A man with you. Can't leave by yourself. It is what it is. That comes way from the Old Testament. It just did. Okay? So it kept the lust down. If you wore something that kind of like flows over your body,
Right.
you can't see the curves of the woman, the legs, and so you don't lust. It's what it is. Now in America, it's wide open.
Oh, it sure is.
Titty, booty,
Oh,
everything.
my God.
Wide open. Now,
Everything.
yeah, even men are wearing. Some men get booty implants.
Oh.
They get BBLs, man. You freaking kidding me? So it is what it is. I mean, it just is what it is. So we ain't gonna hold y'all
Nothing
long.
but satanic sin.
Yeah. So we see you guys.
Yeah.
See you guys next time. Gonna cut it short because Christmas coming. You gotta open them gifts up and eat that fruit cake. Ugh. So all right then. See you guys a little bit.
Keep in mind.